Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, also known as the Big Guitar Daddy. It's true. Come here, Poochie. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Poochie, my dog. He happens to be a Nightwish fan, but you guys know that. So I'm going to read your comments for our reaction to Ghost River 2013. Okay, got a fair amount of views and got some comments. So let's dive right in. At Sylvia Estrella 8074, Taria and Floor. Excellent. Bonovin, okay, who is a subscribed to me 3 months ago, public subscriber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Support means a lot. Great reaction, on point. Greetings from NW Nwasi, Sweden. Okay. Thank you, kind sir. Appreciate it. Friend from Sweden. Making friends. That's the great thing about YouTube. I make friends from all over the world. Okay. At Trina Dawn 4166, another public subscriber 2 months ago. Thanks for looking at this. More Empu. Try the tribute to Pink Floyd. We just did the recording of that today. That's coming up. Okay. Thank you, Trina. At Mistress 1980, as a fellow Canadian, hey, what's up, eh? I have to wonder if it's the overexposure. Thanks, CanCon. Yeah, CanCon's, yeah. But I always found Celine to be just decent. I can understand standard covers of All By Myself or The Power of. So I must have made a funny Celine Dion joke. I personally don't have anything against Celine Dion. I don't really listen to her music. I just do that little imitation. I actually do some imitation sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll do like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, so what are you doing here? Or like Celine Dion, just, you know, like, I am the greatest singer in the whole world. Stuff like that. But I'm also old enough to have been very familiar with the originals beforehand, so that's 2 strikes against her. She does own Schwartz's in Montreal, apparently the greatest smoked meat ever. Montreal it's a little bit of a drive, but not too far from here. I'm hoping we can go to Schwartz's one day. And maybe when we go for some smoked meat, we'll meet Celine. That'll be good. Maybe I'll karaoke a Nightwish song for her. To my ear, singers like Ann Wilson and Floor Jansen are much more appealing. I agree. I prefer singers with versatility rather than one-trick ponies, even if that one trick is exemplary, a la Whitney Houston or our very own Anne Murray. Funny Anne Murray story for you. When I was a kid, the song Sailing from Christopher Cross, you'll probably know this on Rick Beato's channel. He loves Christopher Cross and had a big interview with him a few weeks ago. When I was a kid and I heard Sailing, I loved the song so much, but I thought it was Anne Murray singing that. It took me some time to realize that, no, it's a guy. His name's Christopher Cross. But I always thought it was Anne Murray. Anyway, basically, Anne and Floor wouldn't sound like soccer moms trying to pull off AC/DC like Celine Dion. Okay, great post. Fellow Canadian, thanks, eh? Mars is fun, my good friend Mars. All right, thank you so much. Awesome. My good friend Thorgrim, publicly subscribed 2 months ago. I love the way Floor uses her voice as a support instrument. Of course, Tuomas created the part, but Floor perfected it with her amazing technique. I hear you on Empu. I love little Empu. He's awesome. If you listen to all those songs on the Buenos Aires 2018 show, you'll hear more solos. Excellent. In their new catalog, as with many bands, there are way less guitar solos. Yeah, a good guitar solo is always in style, though, my friend. Always. Again, I love Thorgrim. I love his posts. I appreciate his support to the channel. And he gave me some other ones to check out. Again, we have a long road here with our deep dive into Nightwish. Really appreciate it. My good friend Jason Marshall. Great reaction. Yes, we feel you. Floor does that to men and women. It's a Floor thing. I agree. Empu has got the skills. I agree. Only a couple of times have I seen him spend more time on the lead side of guitar. One was High Hopes. Mr. Empu, if you read this, stop being a tease. Give us more. Thank you. If I ever get the chance, Jason, that's a good thing when your channel's growing. It's easier and easier to get interviews with bigger names in music. And if we get little Empu on here, and I say that with respect. I'm not, Empu's just short. But I love the guy. Maybe we'll get a chance to ask him that, Madge Bratt. Empu, I think, was more on giving homage to Eddie Van Halen with this riff. But I will maybe check out those others as you're more of an expert. He has said he is getting older now and does not feel the need to rip huge solos anymore. No. One of his greatest strengths is that he's a team player. But, he's a good guitar player. So it's good to see him, I'm Canadian too and love Celine. I must have made a joke about Celine Dion or something. But Floor is on another level. From Dirty growls to operatic highs, and the ability to sing any genre. And for a metal band, and you got a front person, and versatility is very important, I believe. At Synact, for more guitar, try Romanticide. Yes, Romanticide was one of the first reactions I've done. Or Yours is an Empty Hope, live at Wembley Stadium to see Empu really show his technical skills. He's a really good guitar player. At my friend here, Damon Bryan, 7232, love Floor doing her growl in this song. Paired with Marco, it makes so unique sound. I agree. At Robin C63, subscribed publicly a month ago. I appreciate that. Burning half a click to click the mouse on subscribe means a lot. Greetings from another Canadian member of the Nightwish Army. Excellent. Now, Robin, what part of Canada are you from? Empu cracks me up in the early part of the song with his stage antics. Love to hear more solos by him also. Yeah, he's a great guitar player. At WanMac31, thank you for the kind symbols. At JC Cass, Miss Floor Jansen, Queen of Metal, gift to humankind. I agree. I love Annette, and recently I was at Tarja concert in New York City. Cool. But Floor Jansen is the queen. I agree. At Anzagream, who has a public subscriber, thank you. I'm one of those lucky ones that loves all three singers just as much. They're different and have added their own unique style to the band. And I really don't care what people think about that. Don't listen. That's a good point. But no need to trash talk someone just because they don't apply to anyone's style, as a lot of fans do, unfortunately. Just saying, hey, the great thing about this channel, my friend, is we can all come here and we can just talk. We can agree to disagree and do it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, the world's going to hell. And never stop surprising people. Excellent. Okay. At Grill 1468, Nightwish Army Denmark reporting in. Awesome. At Jewfish 68, another public supporter. There are lots of great singers. Nightwish has had 4 of them, but Floor, well, she is something else. It's not about better or worse, but those susceptible to the Floor effect will understand. Yeah, I get it. At Irek Sajowski, hi, great reaction. I share your opinion too, but which singer a fan likes is a matter of fan taste, and there will always be a division rather between Tarja and Floor. Annette is a pop singer, and she probably couldn't pull off some notes like Floor or Tarja. Greetings from Poland. And again, you know what? Annette's a wicked singer. She can sing a million times better than me. In that 3-song comparison, I just noticed in that song, Nemo, some of the higher notes she was really struggling. Maybe she was just having a bad night when they recorded that. At Stand and Deliver 5, many of the Nightwish songs work perfect without a technical solo. But in my opinion, for this one, it would fit a very good one to have. But like the song without it, of course, too. Okay. Stand and Deliver 5. Nightwish has done a cover of Pink Floyd's High Hopes with only Marco singing. We recorded that today. Poker face on. I'm not going to tell you what I think until you see it. But many of you have been telling me to check it out, and I appreciate it. At Morbius, Le Noir. Floor is simply the perfect singer for this band. Remember that everything you've heard for her so far was written for a different singer. That's very true. At Waylander 45, Floor is an enchantress, and I am unashamedly, wholly, and completely under her spell. The whole band is incredible. That is true. They make me grin like a maniac one minute, then bring tears to my eyes the next. Thomas is a genius of epic proportions. And in Floor, along with the rest of the band, he has the perfect tool to manifest his vision and present something truly extraordinary. I agree. Floor is the best all-around singer I have ever heard. Her ability to perform at such a high level across so many styles is unrivaled in my experience. So also on my Patreon reaction community, I've done more deep dives with Floor. I just did a reaction deep dive. I talk a lot more, which is a nightmare to some, a joy to others, and just kind of whatever to other people. And we have a lot more Floor content there too on Patreon. I just want to mention that. But great post. I love it. Thank you so much, Waylander. Masha28 S. Winkles, another public subscriber. Hearing Floor sing is always a joy. Voice technically amazing, but the feeling emotion she gives to her singing is what gets me every time. Absolutely, she's incredible. Daz Jackson. Love Daz's posts. Okay, he's publicly subscribed. Thank you, Daz. I wasn't expecting a lynch mob in connection with Nightwish. I actually have the... Okay, now I get what he's saying. Because that riff in that song reminded me a little bit of the lynch mob. They had a song called River of Love with the famous guitar player George Lynch. I'm going to say that was probably early 90s. The riff kind of sounded a little bit like an influence. I actually have the Wicked Sensation CD. Daz, I have a friend of mine I went to high school with. He's in a band, and he's a producer in Toronto. And he has a band. He's doing pretty good. I want to have him on my show sometime. He's a wicked guitar player. He actually has a George Lynch ESP guitar with the skulls. Like, I like George Lynch. He's good. But my friend is like, George Lynch was the man since, like, 1990. So hoping to have him on, well, George Lynch too at some point too, on the show sometime. Maybe I'll get him to show everyone that guitar. But again, great post as always, Daz. At Hidoi, another public subscriber, thank you. For some more guitar solo by Empu, try Get Semaine, Stargazers, or Romanticide. We did check out Romanticide. It was great. Paul C, maybe include High Hopes. Yes, we recorded that today. It's coming out this week. At Indefixu, check out Winter Madness solo Timu. Okay, his solo technique might be what you were looking for. He plays in Winter Sun. Recorded a Winter Sun, my first Winter Sun reaction today too, but Nightwish has replaced their earlier drummer and bassist with Winter Sun musicians. Okay, if Empu was to quit Nightwish, I don't know if Timu would be a good fit for Nightwish, and I don't know if Timu was even interested in playing for Nightwish. Sometimes, if it's a good paying gig, it can be all right. Danette Crossley 7912. Empu can play with the best, but Nightwish isn't about guitar riffs. No, but he's still a great guitar player. It's the guitar player in me, guys. Okay, I'm a technical guitar player. Also, why I'm called the big guitar daddy. Sometimes I like to see some just ripping solos, you know. Okay, and Empu has that ability. Okay. At 67, Gavlang, another public subscriber. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Cheers, bro. Always enjoy your reactions. Agree with the others that their Pink Floyd tribute, High Hopes, at the end of an era concert is a great way to catch Empu really putting it on. Okay? Recorded it today. Poker face on. The video will be out this week. Chris Matthew, 8812. Great reaction to an awesome Nightwish song. If you want to see Empu in action a bit more, check out Shudder Before the Beautiful. The opening track for their concert at Wembley. Such a fantastic way to open a show. Keep up the good works. Greetings from the Nightwish Army. Thank you. Sydney, Australia. I'd like to go there sometime. My good friend Phil Nixon, he's up on the Gold Coast. I'd like to go there sometime. Like to go with my partner, just go and chill on the beach, you know what I mean? Catch some great whites, throw them on the barbecue, get some protein. Carl's Now, 3970. If you want appreciation of Empu's guitar and Marco's vocals, yes, we did a reaction to Pink Floyd, their High Hopes tribute today. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jose Luis Santander. Kirsten Axberg, 2629. Great reaction. Love this band. Thank you, too. Greatly appreciate it. Rick Phil, 9999. Public subscriber. Thank you. Hello, Yes You Can Play Guitar. Nightwish Army Phoenix subscriber here for you. Yes, my good friend Tony. He lives in Phoenix. Someday I wish to go to Phoenix, enjoy the heat without the humidity, and also eat a In-N-Out burger. Carol, my wife, 42 years, and I have the wonderful opportunity to travel to Phoenix to see them perform. Yes, Rick, you have posted before. I like San Francisco. I'm an old thrash metal fan from the San Francisco Bay Area scene. Want to go there too. Okay. I'll let you guys read what Rick said here, but it was great. Okay. Amy Goodson, Cat Lady, your Patreon gay is a new Nightwish Army. So she has a list for you. You don't hear the Van Halen influence with that riff. Just to clarify, you just said, if you want your reactions played, pay me. Correct. Now, Amy's awesome. Amy's a supporter of the channel. She watches the videos. She comments. That kind of came across a little bit like a kind of a negative connotation to it there, Amy. I know you didn't mean it that way. No. Sometimes I take reactions if I get a lot of people in the comments asking for a specific song or band. But, you know, my Patreons, of course, there's helping support my channel because, Amy, I made a very detailed video a few months ago about, you know, if you have reactions on your YouTube channel, what happens, what we actually make. And so it's kind of like you have a hobby that you have to put a lot of time into, which you love doing and you're not complaining. But, you know, it's like you're doing a hobby and someone says, hey, man, I'd like to donate to your effort. I really appreciate it. Of course, you know, it means a lot when patrons do that. And yes, I bump their requests to the top of the reaction request list. As you probably are aware, I get a lot of reaction requests. Every month in the thousands. So, yes, that is one of the benefits of being a Patreon, but I wouldn't use those terms. If you want your reactions played, pay me. No. It's kind of a negative connotation there, Amy. No. So it's kind of like not like that. But I appreciate the support from people. Okay, but I still appreciate you. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate your comment. At Coyote 818181, Flora's the Valkyrie Goddess, an absolute best singer of the planet and overall package. High Hopes, yes, again with Empu. We recorded it today, actually. It will be out this week. Thank you so much. At Marianne Gonzalez, 6498, if you want to hear a gorgeous solo by Empu, check out Dead Boy's Poem, live from Buenos Aires 2018. Okay, excellent. I will definitely check that out. And Kim Fabricius Dayton Nagel agrees. I will definitely look into checking that out, Marianne. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate your support. At David Madigan, Talk Schmog, Florida. All right. At Bill Morrison, check out Nightwish Tribute Pink Floyd. Yes, we will check that out for sure, Bill. Thank you for your posting. I appreciate it. At Sleepwalk, another public subscriber. I always remember Van Halen in this song. It's kind of funny. I got the impression of more of a George Lynch lynch mob thing there, but cool song. John Bulio, Taria and Annette sound great doing the songs that are written with their abilities and vocal qualities in mind. Flora is more adaptable. She's definitely more versatile. I don't think anybody would argue that. Okay. If and when you do Poet and the Pendulum, know that Flora offered to do all the young boy and choral parts, but Tuomas felt the timbre of a young boy's voice fit better and left the choral parts in. The song was originally performed by Annette. Okay, cool. Strabble 803. As an ex-live sound engineer, I can tell you that you are totally wrong. Even 25 years, even longer ago, there's very good recording equipment. Sure, Taria and Annette laid the foundation of these early songs, but the band, as musician-wise and the technical staff, got better in their craft over time, but Flora also made a big impact on them. Okay, I appreciate you posting, though. And to prove my point, live recordings, for instance, from Supertramp, The Eagles, Queen, and many others even longer than 25 years ago are very good. Sometimes it's just like the stars are aligned, no more nor less. Great post. I really appreciate it. Strabble 803. Almost at the end here, folks. WNY retiree, so I still think Watertown, New York retiree. Public subscriber, appreciate you and the support. Thank you for reacting to this. I love the energy in the song, and the contrast between Flora's angelic vocals and Marco's demonic distortion is spot on, as always. Those two are quite a team, not only vocally, but their interaction is also something to see. Have you reacted to High Hopes? No, we recorded that today, and it will be up this week. I don't want to give away what I thought about it, okay? If you want more Empu, that might be the one to listen to. And if you want some really stunning guitar work, I bet you would like the band Winter Sun. Did our first reaction video to Winter Sun today too. Will be up this week. That was the one, Sons of Winter and Stars. Not to mention the drum work. Very interesting that you posted that. Okay. Chris 06719, my good friend Chris, laughing at you just throwing your hands up. Yes, they are just that good. Tuomas has said that the song is a duel between the devil and Mother Gaia. At the time, it was a new song from the 2011 Imaginarium album recorded with Annette. Empu plays just what the song needs. Very true. You don't get over the top playing from him, although he's perfectly capable of doing that. Yes, he is a shredmeister. He's got the shred. He has the gift of the shred. I do really like when he slides the pick up the strings. His performance, you get Floor with a bit of a growl. She doesn't do it much with Nightwish. The best example would be Yours Is an Empty Hope, which was written for her on the following album, Endless Forms Most Beautiful, Wembley 2015 or Mexico City 2015. Guys, that was awesome. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for your comments. We've got much more content coming and more Nightwish as well. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, I appreciate all of you who hit subscribe. And if you want, check out our Patreon reaction community. Okay? Lots going on there, extra content as well. All right, guys, remember, practice hard, practice smart, keep the comment suggestions coming, and we will see you soon.